Today on the Stoney Ridge Farm, we're gonna show you how to break a trencher. We got a lot more work to do. Hey there folks, this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to one of the prettiest days that we have had this year in 2022 on the farm. The sky is blue, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's like 74 degrees. Man, we don't get days like this very much. In this bag is the key to some of the work that I have to get done today. And what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna take you through the water system, and we're gonna be trenching somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000 feet of trench to put 1.25 inch poly pipe in. We're gonna take you guys through this whole process, and we're gonna talk to you about the waterers that we're gonna be installing on the other side of the farm. So we've got 60 acres on this side, 90 acres on that side, and we've got to get the cows set up with waterers throughout the pastures here so we can get our intensive grazing regenerative farm up and running and off the ground. So we'll see you in just a minute, and we'll show you what's in the bag here. I've got to do some fixing on old Peanut right here, the little Gale RT210 skid loader. If you don't do nothing, you don't break nothing. And I broke something. So I was lubricating Peanut right here, and I realized very quickly that when I pulled off my grease gun, out came one of these little dudes. And this is a grease fitting right here, guys. I'll get you a little close up of it. The grease fitting popped out on one of the bottom arms right here, so we've got to replace a grease fitting. I don't know how in the world that happened. And I also bought a kit of metric grease fittings instead of SAE grease fittings. So now I had to go back to the store and buy these individually, and I just bought basically an assortment of these guys. This happens from time to time, and you'll have to replace a grease fitting on a machine maybe once or twice a year. Depends on what kind of machine and how gentle you are. I bought this machine used. Odds are this thing was stripped out prior to me getting the machine. So let's show you how we fix that real quick, and then we're gonna go hook up to our trencher. We're also gonna show you the well. We're gonna show you the type of waterers that we're gonna install and everything. So if you're considering doing something like this on your farm or your property, you'll get a lot of great information. If you're here just to have fun and enjoy something fun and not see regular garbage TV, then you'll get your fix too. All right? All right, down and dirty, right here on the bottom side, and you can see there's grease on this already. On the back side of each one of these is a bushing, and these bushings have to be lubricated. There's a bushing there, it has to be lubricated, there, here, 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 back here. There's all sorts of lubrication points, and we're just about due for our first service on this machine since I bought it. It only has about 350 hours on it, so this is our problem child. We do not have, and excuse the shadows, a grease fitting on here at all. So in my hand lies the key to fixing that problem. This is our new grease fitting, and this is our old grease fitting. You can see the threads are completely gone on the old one. So we should be able to just stick this in, thread it in, and we're good to go. Should be able to. Gonna wipe off, nice and clean. Right there is the hole you can see. Man, it just started right in there. Awesome, let's get a wrench. This is a DeWalt socket set from our friends at Northern Tool. Oh, perfect. All right, she's in there. Let's see if she'll take grease. Oh. That was a problem in the beginning. So here's a problem. It doesn't want to take grease. I've got to raise this up, and I've got to move my bucket just a little bit. That'll be good though. The machine's got to warm up anyway. So we'll crank her up. Contact. Try again. There it is. Nice. Working great. So that bucket and this trencher are set up on what's called skid steer quick attach. A little dirt on it. This is a trencher. This is what it's designed for. Basically, this chain system rolls that direction and it digs the hole pretty much. And all we have to do is get down about 20 inches. Our frost line is around 18 inches here, and we want to go just a little deeper than our frost line. Typically we're burying about 24 inches, and we're doing 1.25" poly pipe. So 1.25" poly, we'll show you the rolls down there. I've got 2,000 or 2,500 more feet of pipe down here. Now, the biggest challenge with any skid loader is hooking this up right here. So we got to hook up our secondary hydraulic. So we got two hydraulic connectors. We got one that's a out and one that's an in. I always wipe these guys down best I can with my fingers or a rag. Okay, these are called flat face skid steer quick attach connectors. We're gonna go in the small side here. Push her in. Oh, daddy likey. That one went in like a charm. Let's see if this one goes in like a charm. If it does, we're in heaven. Oh, yeah. Maybe. There it is. Wow. Boy, we don't get that lucky all the time. Oh. We're not out of the water yet. These could blow off. So we got to start the trencher, get in the ground. Oh, but hopefully they're attached appropriately. It hooked up, no problem. Awesome, guys. Oh, that sometimes is the worst part of any kind of hydraulic implement, is hooking it up to the skid loader. So I shut it down this time. Maybe that's the secret, I don't know. Getting them off is just as hard as putting them on. Let's go down, we'll show you guys the well, and we'll show you where we're trenching. This is the solar well setup from Lowrance Solar. There is a 460-foot deep well underneath that insulated fake rock looking thing right there. This pumps from right there to right there. There's a water tank right here. There are also waterers out in the cow pasture, and the cows are right up here. They're right over in that area, and there's a waterer up there. We have two different types of water tanks here on the farm. One is a tire water tank, and one is a Mirafount frost-free water tank. We're gonna show you the tire, and then we're gonna show you the Mirafount. What we're gonna be installing over here on the other side of the farm is all Mirafount. I'll post a link to Lowrance Solar in case you guys are curious about putting a solar well on your own property. Man, how super simple. We store water, not power. In other words, we don't need inverters and chargers and batteries and all that stuff to maintain. All we do is store water, and the water falls down into this tire water tank. I'll post a link at the end of this video to the install of the tire water tank, and we've got a future video for the Mirafounts, and we'll take you down and show you that. This is about 600 gallons of water storage for the cattle. Awesome, awesome stuff. Runs on a float valve, and it's basically just an old tire being recycled and used as a water tank, and it's safe. This is a Mirafount frost-free watering tank. This tank has a heat tube down in the ground, and we're gonna get a full detailed video on exactly how I did this. This is a 6x6, 6-inch deep concrete pad. And what we're gonna be building for the rest of them, there'll be one over on this ridge and another on that ridge, and then 3 more way off in the distance. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little bit bigger pad. We're gonna go with a 10x10. Now, inside this is all the valve and all the goodies that work this Mirafount. Again, this is a frost-free, heavy duty, really heavy duty, because the cows will tear anything up. Basically, it's designed where the cow pushes down on this ball right here and is able to access the water, and then it pops back up, and that keeps it from freezing in the wintertime. So we have a fully maintenance-free total setup right here, total package. And that's what we're gonna be installing all across this ridge right here with that 1.25" poly. We'll show you the poly pipe now. This is 1.25" polyethylene water pipe. This is 1.25" polyethylene water pipe. And this is a challenge, guys. This stuff is super, super heavy. I am not man enough to tip that up on its end. You have to use a tractor to haul this around. That's 5, 10, 15, that's 2,000 feet of pipe right there. And we'll use every single bit of that in this project right here. Today is just trenching and just getting ready. Now, I did learn some things, and you guys need to take this message home with you. Do not trench more than you can work with before it rains. Okay, so what I did was I trenched around 3,200 feet over here on the other side of the farm, and it started raining about 2 days later. And I was unable to get all my pipe in the ground and test the water to make sure all my fittings were sealed. So that made for a real pain in the butt. Now, all of these are connected with stainless barbed connectors. This is a T. So in other words, this will be ran in line and then it'll tee off and go to a water tank. If I need to splice, then I will use a coupling just like this. This is a compression type coupling. We will use number 20 hose clamps on that, and that's how it works. Now, how do we know where we're going to put our water tanks? Well, we've got some little flags here. We're going to flag up the hill so that I'll know where to go. I'll be backing up the whole time. In other words, the entire project I have to back up in order to trench it. We'll also mark where our water tanks are going to go with this marking paint right here. Very cool. This is a water-based marking paint. It washes off after about 3 rainstorms. So let's get busy, get the trencher down here, and get to work, man. We got a lot of work to accomplish today. I'll be out here till after dark, I guarantee. Red Yoda, Red Yoda. All right, we're going all the way up here, putting flags in the ground so I can see from this flag to the gate down there, okay? So I'll be coming up through here and this flag will be my first target. We've got more flags and we'll flag it all the way through. We're gonna go through a gate right there about where those trees stop. And we're gonna be running this way and that way. So there'll be a tank up here and there'll be another water tank way down there. Then there'll be 3 more over here on the other side of this hill. Another marker, just trying to make sure I'm going the right way. I have all this planned out, guys. I'll post a picture of this entire water setup right now. This is where my tank's gonna go. We'll also put a flag in right here so I can see it. The next water tank here is somewhere in the neighborhood of 800 feet from that water tank. There's some science at work here, guys. So if cows don't have to travel any further than 400 feet to their waterer, then they don't make what's called a cow trail. And a cow trail is bad for your pasture. I'll show you one. That there is a genuine cow trail. We will do away with all cow trails by installing these waterers. One goes way over here. Water tank number 2 goes right here. That's a lot of trenching, boys and girls. That's a long way. We've got more over here too. I think you get the drift. Broke the trencher. Show you what happened. I hit a rock right up there. You can't even see it in the hole, but there's a big old rock right there. What I know about this area of land, so I cleared this area right here. We clear cut the trees and we cleared all this with a loader. What I know about it and what I'm doing seem to be 2 different things. I started hitting a rock right there and I thought, I know there's no rocks in here because there were no rocks out here aside from what I just forgot about. There was an old tobacco barn with a rock foundation right there. And that's what I hit, guys. So I'll have to get the backhoe up here and pluck that guy out. The trencher is a huge time saver. I could do all of this with the little TYM backhoe. However, now it's not a time saver. I gotta get this guy back on to the rollers right here, and it's not, it won't be too bad. Let's just struggle with it for a second. I think I need to raise the machine up in order to get this to line up just right. So what I'm doing is I took it back off of here, off this roller. It'll be easier to get on that roller. And I got it lined up here with this one. There we go. I think if I raise it all the way up where it's dangling down, I can get it on there. Man, I was getting worried. We're gonna have to shut her down for the night. This is a chore right here, man. Woo! Still got, I've only made it about 350 feet so far, and I've got a lot more to go. I haven't even made it to the first waterer yet. All right, let's get busy. So what better way to end this video than with a breakdown? Let me show you what's going on, and we're gonna show you a pretty cool trick. We're gonna show you exactly how we tighten up that chain on that there trencher. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this trowel right here, and I'm gonna scrape off all this dirt. You can really see there's just way too much play in there. So what we gotta do, got to clean out just a little bit right here. Take our brush, scrub it, dub it, dub. There we go. Now we'll go over here to the other side, and this is a plug right here, okay? So this bolt is a plug. Clean these 4 bolts right here also. Okay, and get it with my finger the rest of the way. Now we're gonna loosen these guys. Okay, everything's nice and loose right here. We'll actually just leave that in place. We're gonna remove our plug, and I'll get you a close-up. Plug out, set this up here. We will simply take our grease gun, pop it on there, and just start pumping grease. You're gonna see this guy start to move and tighten up. You really see that thing moving right there. Look at all the slack it's taken out. We'll go ahead and snug these back down. There we go. Now I'll replace my plug. Just that simple. So, that's it. That's how you tighten up a trencher, chain on the trencher. Very cool, guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunset here. You can see my ridge right across there. We'll get you guys an awesome drone shot. I've got probably 2 more hours to work out here, and I've got probably another 40 minutes of daylight. So I'll be out here with the lights again. This is actually day number 3 of trenching, guys. This has been a monumental task, a monumental chore. The easy part is laying the pipe in. It's just a little bit hard to wrestle with, so I won't bore you guys with that. I do have to get in and do a little bit of shovel work. It's just the way it is. Wherever these things meet, I have to do a little shovel work, and I have to do a little shovel work down there by the pipe too. So awesome stuff, guys. Come on back and see me here on the Stoney Ridge farm. We kind of ended with a fail, but we're gonna get it done. We'll get you a drone shot of the final product here. And I did not trench all that I thought I was gonna trench because the pipe is unavailable. 3/4 inch Schedule 40 pipe is unavailable. All this stuff, I can't find it anywhere anymore. It's all unavailable. So I guess the cows will have to wait for the very far side of the farm. But we'll get it all figured out. We'll show you guys exactly what we're doing in a future video. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you being here. Please pound that like button, jump in, subscribe to the channel, and come on back to the Stoney Ridge with me. Thanks. See you next time. Lots of work here. A lot of work.
Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge. Woo!
I have the wrench right here. Just need some more stuff in my shop, don't I? Hey guys, anybody got any junk? Oh baby, come on. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. Come on. No more beep. No more beep. No more beep. Please no more beep. I don't want to hear any more beeps. I don't want to hear a beep anymore. Please stop beeping. Oh, I stink. I can smell myself. Need to get a strap, and then it should drop on the teeth. I don't have a strap. Oh, I remember this being a pain in the butt last time. I don't know why I'm burping, and I'm tired of farting. Is there any way I could please pass gas again? Taco Bell. Cross my fingers that I don't get soaking wet. A lot of air.